Welcome back to the restaurant show. We are here today at Flix Brewhouse, a brand new spot, and I'm so excited to share a little bit about this place with you. This is Greg Johnson. Thank you so much for having us here today.
Thanks for being here.
This is so cool.
Isn't it?
Incredible spot.
Oh, thank you.
So the name Brewhouse, of course, signifies a brewery. Now, do you really brew your own beer?
We do. It's not just a clever name. So we have a 7-barrel brew house on site where we are producing craft beer just for Madison.
Wow. So talk to us a little bit about the process, because you do some special things to ensure that it's really fresh and delicious.
We do. So we have our 7-barrel brew house. You can see it from our entire lobby if you come hang out. And so they are brewing on site, and we have a 2-level brewery, which is really cool. So they're able to pump the beer up once they've fermented it. And across our lobby, there's 2 silver pipes. You can see it. And it goes into these huge serving tanks. So they never see light. It's always kept cold. Super fresh, and it goes directly into these taps right behind us. So it's perfect.
And voila, we have beer. So can we try a couple here? These are 2 of the brews that you have. Tell me about this one first.
That's our Luna Rosa Wit. It's the best-selling beer that we make. It's a blood orange Belgian white beer. It's very, very refreshing. It's got those blood oranges in it, give it like a nice little citrus quality to it, and the Belgian yeast gives it a little bit of a bite. It's very nice.
I love it.
Yeah,
that's
that
right
does
up my
very
alley.
Well.
Okay, excellent. Now we've got one that's a little bit darker. Tell us about this.
This is our 10-day Scottish Ale. It's a little bit of an unusual style you don't see a lot of breweries doing. It was the first beer we ever made. We had 10 days to get open in our first location.
Yeah.
That's why it's called the 10-day Scottish Ale.
Perfect.
So it's a little bit more of a maltier, nuttier beer.
Oh, that's really good too. Awesome. They're both
You could easily
really
have
good.
2 or 3 of these sitting in a movie and pretty good.
I think I will. That sounds lovely. Tell us too about, you have other beers that aren't just your own. I think that's important to us here.
Yep, so in addition to our brew house, we have 20 guest taps, all of the best of local and regional breweries. So you're gonna see your usual suspects. We have great friends at Ale Asylum, and they've been so good to us. They've got a couple handles. Of course, you can't have a brew pub in Madison without having New Glarus, right? You gotta have New Glarus. So you'll get some Spotted Cow, Carbon 4, 1 Barrel. You've got all of the great breweries from around Madison are represented at Flix.
Do you have other drinks too if you're not a beer fan out there?
We do. We have a couple of local ciders on the wall, as well as a full selection of wine. And of course, if you want sodas, we are a proud partner of Pepsi as well.
Awesome. Now, this is Flix Brewhouse, so you guys are also in the movie business.
Oh yeah.
You kind of do it all. That's pretty impressive. Tell us a little bit about that in the process and how it all sort of works together.
So we are the only first-run movie theater that has a fully operating restaurant and brewery on site. So yeah, you can order out here at our bar area, but you can also do everything from your seat. You can order from your seat, you can eat your dinner at your seat. We have custom tables to eat at your seat, and so you can have the full culinary brew pub experience either in our lobby at the bar or in the auditorium during your movie, which is how I like to do it.
How does somebody order tickets if they want to have the auditorium experience and do it all?
We do recommend buying online in advance because we are reserved seating, so the earlier you can get the better seats that you want. We have some ticketing kiosks when you walk into Flix. You can do it yourself, or you can go to our normal box office and we can help you out there too.
And you mentioned that they're actually going to be able to deliver to your seat.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not just talking popcorn, although you have that too.
We do, right.
An incredible menu. So we're actually going to talk with executive chef of the entire Flix Brewhouse right now and show off some of that great food. We'll give it a try.
Awesome.
All right, you've learned a little bit about the cinema here and also the beer. We're going to talk food now. I've got the executive chef, Gary Beauregard, with us. Thanks so much for having us today.
Our pleasure to have you here. Thank you.
One of the things that I want to touch on today is that when you think about a movie theater, you really think about concessions, right? But this is totally different.
Okay.
So for food, this is a full menu, and this is truly a restaurant.
It is a restaurant, a very scratch, quality-based restaurant, and so we don't pull any punches. Our design in the food is very flavor-forward. We have some things that we do really attend to as far as the venue. We can talk about later or now, I don't care. But we want to make sure that when you come in and you eat at Flix, it's, you're not compromising at all. It's really good food.
Great dining, and I can't wait to try some of the things. So let's talk about what you've prepared for us here today.
Okay.
Let's start with this one.
Okay. So this is tuna poke, and so it's sashimi grade tuna that we cut per order, very freshly into cubes. We marinate it in our secret sauce. And
I'll give it a try while you're describing it.
It's on top of some diced avocado with some
Awesome.
chopped green onions on top. There are tomatoes around the base, but what happens is that you get all of those flavors that drain down from the marinade that we put on the tuna, and hopefully it's a wonderful experience.
I'm having trouble getting it right here. But one of the things, if you're not as messy as me, that is important is this is actually, everything that you have here, you can dine at a table, but it's also meant really to be delivered at the theater as well.
Absolutely. It has to be, as we kind of referred to in the beginning, eaten in the dark.
Awesome.
And so there are probably techniques. So you get your spoon and you kind of just scrape it across, and then you're able to eat it.
See, I need you at home. I don't know how to eat. All right, let's move on to this one. This looks awesome as well.
This is really decadent. These are loaded fries, so not for the fail of heart or the people with heart conditions, but it's food. It's everything that you could ever want in a dish. It's a big portion of French fries with rendered some crispy bacon.
This is your cheat day, right?
Yeah,
you come to the theater.
It has,
my goodness.
It has sharp cheddar cheese. It has our hatch chili queso, the bacon, as we discussed, cheddar
That's to
cheese,
die for.
and little green onions over the top. So, yeah, something probably to share.
Highly
unless
recommended.
You really want to be full.
Yeah, right.
Right.
You want to fall asleep in the movie? That's the one. But
So-
yeah, share it. It's delicious. And
So
then
in complete contrast,
one of my favorite dishes. Yes, a little bit more.
so we can
On the lighter
get some
side.
of this out of the way. So this is our hummus,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been told, and I do believe that, we make the best hummus around. I mean, people bypass Middle Eastern markets to
Okay.
come here and
now
get
I know
the
I need a
hummus.
spoon. I'm a hummus connoisseur, so you're
Okay, let's
one of my
see what you
favorite
think.
foods. I'll
All
tell
right.
you. And we'll talk about the pizza too. Got
Oh,
a little
yeah.
bit of time left, but that's going to be a big one for us.
Right.
Oh, it's so fresh.
And
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we really work on the balance of flavors, the textures, everything.
Maybe
You
we
can-
won't get to the pizza.
you can have it either with pita, baked pita, with fresh vegetables, or a combination thereof. It's up to the guest.
Amazing. Okay, but we do have to talk
Thank
about the
you.
pizza.
All right. let's get
Because
started.
the pizza, this is like a scratch made. This is not your typical movie theater food. Scratch made. Tell us a little bit about the dough.
Well, we make the dough from a natural levain. So we have what we call mama. Every time we start a new Flix Brewhouse, in my hotel room, I have my little pet sourdough starter that I start up and I grow over several days, and then we bring it here and grow it from there. So it gives a lot of character to the crust,
It's
that
excellent.
crunch on the outside, the tenderness, the big hole structure, and that sort of thing. And this is our Margarita Pizza. Again, a healthy alternative. We do so many different varieties, but again, as I said, flavor forward. It's not about subtlety.
And you could eat this pizza in the dark. It's not going to be in your lap. Perfect.
Correct.
Wow, Chef Gary, thank you so much for sharing some of these dishes with us. What a pleasure it's been being here.
Thank
We'll be right back with more Restaurant Show coming up after the break.
All right, thanks.